It's early morning practices. It's pickup games, whenever and wherever. It's the anticipation for the game today and the crack of the bat tomorrow. It's history, and it's groundbreaking. It's a dream that becomes a reality. It's believing through all the stops along the way to the journey home. When it's in your DNA, it's always time to play ball.
Hi, everybody. It's Book Shambi. Welcome to the show. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. 4-5 due up for the home team. Here's the center fielder, Aaron Judge.
You're out. Ball four. Take your base.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
He did a good job of thinking out the left here for the run.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the eighth. That one ripped. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. In the air out to center. Judge is there. Nabs it. Runner tags at second. Save!
He's out.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
Pretty amazing, going way back. Possibly the best center fielder I've ever seen.
Line drive. Brings it in. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And they extend their lead. The new pitcher in the game, Tommy Canley.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
2 outs, base is empty. Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Hard ground ball, base knock. And Pete Alonso with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Ripped on a line to center. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. The Jays are out in front 20-4. Bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo. That's ball 4.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th, and now for the Jays, Ellie De La Cruz. Just a single short of the cycle, and he deals. Bunting for a hit, and he grabs it foul. Canely, 6'1" righty, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2013. And he lays down a bunt. Bare hand scoop, but no chance. That's an infield single. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
Danny Jansen to hit here. 4 for 4 with a double and 3 singles. Fastball for a strike.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
And now the 0-1. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
That bobble was red right here.
No outs. Runner on second. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He'll circle the bases. His 4th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 22-4.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's George Springer. He's already homered in this game. Foul ball there. The pitch. That one the other way. And makes the grab. 1 away.
The second baseman,
Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed.
now pitching for Toronto, number 68,
Number 78 with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And
And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome in from the Polo Grounds. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. George Springer riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. He's homered in 4 straight games.
He is managing to find pitches that he can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for him. As long as he can get the bat to it, because he's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Carlos Rodon. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. We'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
Here's Alex Verdugo.
The left fielder, Alex Verdugo.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
Here comes Aaron Judge.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this.
Perfect.
Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He won the high school home run derby in 2018. They held the events between rounds during MLB's home run derby at Nationals Park.
Such a cool
There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. One run is in. 2 runs across now. Not in time. He's safe. And it's 4-0.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Here's Kiermaier now. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Gleyber Torres. Reached out an error. His first time up. Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Alex Verdugo stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 so far.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
2 on, 1 out. And it's fouled away.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
Popped up. Bichette under it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. Aaron Judge stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. The Yankees down by 4 here in the last half of the third. That misses. And the count is 1-2. This one popped up. Espinal drifts towards it. And that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair. They're down 4-0. Start of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Justin Turner. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2. Man at first. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 1. First pitch swinging.
0-1.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Rizzo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. In the air, right side of the infield. Espinal moves under it. And it's caught for the out. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Wells in the box here lets that one go for a ball. In the air, left field. Biggio drifts towards it. And there's 2 down. So first and second with 2 outs. And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Two outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Got him looking, that's a strikeout. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 4-0. And we're back. New inning getting started at the plate. Santiago Espinal. And now it's Juan Soto. 1 for 2. Popped up to the left into foul ground, drifts towards it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Ron Marinaccio. This is his 3rd time out this year. Here's Kevin Kiermaier. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The pitch. Ground ball, Rizzo picks it up. Steps on first for the out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Pete Alonso. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Soto makes the grab for the 2nd out.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Man at first. So up next for Toronto, Justin Turner. He's already homered here in this one. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Judge snags it, and that'll do it. 1 left for Toronto, but they're in front 4-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Giancarlo Stanton.
That's ball 4.
First and second, 1 out. Danny Jansen digs in now. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Bangs off the wall. 1 run across, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and it's now a 6-run lead. And he's got himself a triple.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
And next is the designated hitter, Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered in this game. Line drive.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 7-0.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Caleb Ferguson gets the call from the pen. He's making his 4th appearance of the season.
Ferguson.
So 2 down. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Here's the Vlad. No.
Kiermaier on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Soto makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, DJ LeMahieu. Man at first, Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And that one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position. But nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations. And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. And a base hit right there. Kiermaier hurries it back in, and it's now 1st and 2nd to start the inning.
One of the first real jams of the game for him, Boog. Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and he's had a real solid outing, but he needs to lock this situation down if he wants it to stay that way.
At the belt and fires. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Jansen makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 down. Now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Right through there for a strike. That one finds the zone.
Google just shows his ass at you when he's trying to
Two
swing
pretty
back.
nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
There's one. Over to first. Safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Here is Aaron Judge. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound.
Up there with the Dodgers. Marshall scores. 1-3. It's a kind of out of the score for the runs.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Zach Pop.
Compared to some days, this is a
All
pretty
hidden.
low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And Judge takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If you can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Judge out on the play. And that is the third out of the inning. Yanks strand a pair. Not going their way. It's 7-0. And we're back. And now, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here comes a pitch. Out towards right center field. He makes the grab. One up, one down. Turner climbs in on that right side.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Headed down the line. And a foul ball.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
And that one hammered. That's going back. Back some more. And in one hops the wall. And that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
And the batter is George Springer. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Double play
Line drive, base hit right center field. Soto gets it back in quickly. Lead runner puts the brakes on, so now it's runners at first and third.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Probably overturned.
One away, runners at first and third. Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. Grounder might be 2. Torres tossed to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees nothing. Bottom of the 8th. Juan Soto now. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The pitch. Popped up. Espinal moves under it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The batter, the designated hitter,
and now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Ball 4, take the base.
When you win by 7 runs, it's a real encouraging game all the way around. The hitters feel good about what they did in this one, but the pitchers also know that if they get into a little bit of a jam, they know the offense is very capable of putting up runs. Good job.
This one ends 7-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs on 9 hits. 2 errors, they left 4 runners on base. For the Yankees, no runs, 7 hits, no errors, they left 11 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
10 RBI single, Emas, Wars, Vlad second. Oh, wow, 6-1.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend set. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Toronto Blue Jays have a chance to get out of town with a series sweep, and that's big against a division rival.
Yeah, they want to walk out of here feeling really good about what they've done. And sweeps are good, but divisional sweeps are outstanding, especially on the road. They're going to get a tough game from the other side, though, and no one's okay with getting swept in their own building, so they'll be ready as well.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway and getting the start. Clark Schmidt. What do we need to know here?
Yeah, ZRA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. You know, one of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
Okay, all set to go. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH, Bobby Witt Jr. The pitch. Swung on, belted. That one back. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next for Toronto, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Grisham on the move, heading back, and it's off the top of the wall. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. Smash to the left side. Gathers and throws to first. One out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustments. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
High in the air, out to right. Soto sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's Justin Turner.
The third baseman, number 2, Justin Turner.
Left field, way back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's in safely at third. A run comes in on the play.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I love the hustle out of the box, man. He drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
Two outs with a man at third. Danny Jansen getting ready to hit. A big factor in the series with 6 RBIs on 6 hits. Out to center. Judge getting an angle on it. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Center fielders in today's game are so talented and so athletic. So when you blast one to deep center and get it to drop in, you know you really put a great swing on it. And that was nicely done for extra bases.
Runner at third, 2 gone. George Springer next up for the Blue Jays with 4 runs driven in on 4 hits to this point in the series. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double as a run scores.
He puts a great swing on that pitch and drives home the run, and that was always going to be a double, but the bounce over the wall just took the guesswork out of it right away. It was a nice swing.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Santiago Espinal digs in now. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 5-0.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But when you can beat a center fielder like that, you know you hit it well.
Aaron Boone makes his way out of the dugout, and he will make a move to the bullpen. Clark Schmidt departs, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Ian Hamilton on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So man aboard, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, looking for his first big league hit right here. That one is absolutely belted, and it's into the gap. One run is in. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safe at home as 2 score on the inside the park homer.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
So the batting order turns over. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Ripped a triple to open up the ballgame. Right down the chute, and it's 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
Two outs. And that one ripped into right. And Witt is out. And that is that. The final damage here, they bat around. 10 come to the plate, 7 runs on the board. On to the bottom of the first. Blue Jays 7 and the Yankees coming to bat. Back here with my pal Singy. And today's starter, Garrett Crochet.
He's a guy that's going to come right after hitters. I mean, he's not trying to fool them. He's going to pitch to contacts, not worry about it. He trusts his defense behind him, and he's not going to mess around with a whole bunch of different offerings. Only 3 pitches in the repertoire, so he knows he'll have to work in all 3 effectively and probably pitch backwards sometimes just to make sure this lineup isn't picking up on too many patterns.
Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
second inning set to go. And now for the Jays, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Crow Armstrong.
Hamilton back to work. Fly ball down the line. And a foul ball.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And no one can get there. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. Around third. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Grounded out his first time. That one ripped. Grisham sprinting for this one. Can't catch up to it. It's down in the gap. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting to second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Flied to right his first time. That's in there. Strike one. Two runs across in the inning here in the third and final game of the series. Hard hit right side. One out in the second.
The third baseman, number 2, Justin.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. It was a triple and an RBI at his first at bat. Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. He's someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that now this one stroked to right center, and that should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got himself a triple. Now it's Jansen to hit. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And that's a strike. And a pitch. See the velocity 97 with that fastball. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Well struck right field. That one opts against the fence. In comes the run from third to add on. It's 10-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Tommy Kahnle.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Man at second. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 11-0. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Man at second with 1 away. Santiago Espinal next up for the Blue Jays. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. That's towards center. Corrals it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Allen.
So man aboard. Here's the left fielder. He's already homered here in this one. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Judge brings it in for the 3rd out. It's a 4-run inning as a result of 2 homers. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. Jays 11 and the Yankees nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Juan Soto.
Soto. Fans, a new season is upon us, filled with hope and optimism for the months ahead. And what better way to stay involved all season long than with a full or partial season ticket plan? Whether you're looking for a handful of marquee games or all 81 home games, we've got a plan to suit every fan's needs. Stop by any stadium ticket window and talk to a representative today.
Alright, time for some goals, bro.
돈. 이것은 제 돈이에요. 이것은 돈이에요. 제 학생증 주세요. 제 학생증 주세요. 운동, 펜, 학생증. 제 학생증은 어디에 있어요?
이것은 보라 씨의 학생증이에요. 이것은 보라 씨의 학생증이에요. 보라. 이것은 보라 씨의 학생증이에요. 씨의 야우 사르 샤키 학생증이에요.
학생증은 가방에 있어요.
학생증 주세요. 학생증 주세요. 학생증 주세요.
돈이 아니에요. 아니에요. 돈이.
이것은 제 가방이 아니에요. 이것은 제 가방이 아니에요. 고양이, 가방이, 취미. 이것은 제 가방이 아니에요. 이것은 제 가방이 아니에요. 이것은 제 가방이 아니에요.
제 지갑이 아니에요.
제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개.
매우.
경기장. 제 가방이 아니에요.
제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개예요.
돈. 유명한.
우리.
돈. 유명한.
보라 씨의 돈이 아니에요.
무엇이가 무엇이가요.
운동, 페이팔. 네,
아니다.
네,
저기.
운동.
아니다. 제 여권이 아니에요.
제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개예요. 제 주방이 개예요.
이것은 제 돈이에요. 제
성공. got 2 out.
On to the third inning. Now at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
And here it comes. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. And that should be extra bases. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
And stepping in is the speedy Pete Crow Armstrong. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Canely, in his 9th season, he features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. In the air, left field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He's already homered in this game. That's ripped. Base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And a pitch.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches down an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
One out and a runner at second. This one high in the air to left center. Judge really on his horse for this one. Nice grab on the run. Tags up from second, and he'll head to third. Coming home. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Man, he had to go such a long way to track that one down. If he doesn't get there, then that run from second basically walks up one base with 2 outs.
There's a swing and a drive. Soto really on his horse for it. Can't make the catch as it falls into the gap. One run is in around second now as they still don't have it. Now around third, waving him home. Tries to get back and save.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
So 2 down. Here's the Toronto catcher, Danny Jansen.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. One run across. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Throw, and it gets away.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Runner at third, 2 gone. Here's George Springer. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Makes his way towards it. A dive, and he can't haul it in. He's in safely at second, and a run comes in to score.
Picks himself up an RBI. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
New pitcher on now, Victor Gonzalez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. 1 for 2. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around third. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow.
Wastes no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Now the left fielder. Going wrong.
This guy's on second and third.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Making him look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Here's Gleyber Torres. Grounded out his first time up. Fought off foul. Trevino over at first with 1 away. On the ground, could be 2. Fires to second for 1. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. Jays lead it 16-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now the DH, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boo. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And the batter now, Pete Crow Armstrong. Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And a pitch. Line drive to short and caught. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
Well, we assume it, but not all double plays are 6-4 threes or something like that. Right there, it's just sort of a combination of good defense and poor base running, and probably more of the latter. That's a big turn of the...
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Pete Alonso. Gonzalez back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, these Blue Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits and 0 strikeouts. I don't know which of those is more impressive, but especially in today's game, that's something they can feel very good about.
Now that's third baseman.
Well, let's get a better feel for that rocket by diving into the numbers with StatCast. Singy, he didn't miss it.
No, clearly not. I mean, he launched that ball at 118 off the bat, and that's just ridiculous power. You know, very few guys can hit a ball as hard as he just did right there.
That one ripped. This looks like extra bases. Around third. He will score, and they extend their lead. And he's into third. Have a game. That's his 4th hit.
Comes through with the RBI. Absolutely smoked the baseball. It just jumped off the lumber, and when you're able to find a gap like that, Boog, you're even looking for a triple.
So, man aboard. Danny Jansen to hit here. 3 for 3 with 2 triples and a double. That one ripped left field. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. Into the second deck it goes. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 19-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Caleb Ferguson. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Ferguson.
And the batter is George Springer. 3 for 3, and he's come up with 3 doubles. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. No question about this one. It's out of here. They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 20-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Now it's the second baseman, Santiago Espinal. And that one hammered. Could be extra bases, and that's going to roll to the wall. Now he launches a throw over his head, coming home. And he'll make it all the way around to score. So a terrible throw in from the outfield, and it ends up a Little League home run.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Here's the left fielder. Hard ground ball, base knock. So now back to the top of the order.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. It was
elevated,